to another episode of the Bourbon Experience, and we are at our round of 8. We've got 2 more. Well, we've got this one, and then after that, we've got another round of 8, and then we'll be into the final 4 of our.
Yeah,
This is it.
Yeah.
So
this is it, and then we'll probably do more blinds later.
yeah, then we'll just find another reason to have another blind.
I know, right? We may even do a whole other tournament. Why? Because it's what we do.
That's what we do.
A reason to drink whiskey.
Yeah, right. So we've already got winners, and so we're making it through so far as number 16.
Yep.
Number 6. Then we'll find out between tonight is number 12
and 7.
and number 7. Okay. So, all right, then there we go. Do we think we've gotten past? So we know a rye made it through. We know we have also as into the round of 16.
Well, yeah, I think it's been eliminated.
Do you think so? You think the rye's gone?
I think so.
And then do you think we've gotten through our? Didn't we have a Irish? Okay, so you think the Irish has been beat out already. So really, you think we're dealing with strictly bourbon now?
I think we're dealing strictly with bourbons. I couldn't tell you whether or not one of the weeders is still in. I'm pretty sure that the
Antique.
No, the antique may still be in. I'm almost pretty certain that the other one is gone.
Special reserve.
Special reserve.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with that.
Green for the layperson.
All right, well then let's get to it. First one we got here on our left. Well, we got a nice garter belt going on.
Yep. Legs for days.
Kind of sweet.
A lot of good classic bourbon flavors. Nice little bit of
Caramel.
oak in there.
I don't know. That's pretty good. It's smooth. I think we got.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a high proof here.
Well, I don't think anything's low proof anymore.
I think we're dealing with a 90 on that one.
Do you really?
Yeah. This could very well be what we were just talking about.
Wrong. You are so wrong.
That would be kind of funny if it
It
was.
It would be,
and it would be typical.
it would be typical, yeah, right?
Well,
Yeah.
you know, that's all right. That's what happens when you guys decide to go with me as a tiebreaker instead of him. He has to.
Well, maybe we might get something right this time.
That's what you're hoping for.
Yeah.
I think Dad's taste has been pretty good so far.
Yeah. Right. Somebody's a bit of a
He knocked out the Knob Creek. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but you knocked out the Russells.
I didn't. Not just me. Not just me. Granted, I just don't think Russell's
Listen, just
blinds well.
I also knocked out.
Oh, give me right.
Try that one out. You can fertilize the lawn.
I also knocked out
The king.
114, which blew me away.
No, you didn't.
You guys all went on the 114.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys all said 114.
Yeah,
you even
yeah.
said
114
yeah,
made it through.
that's what I would have picked too.
Cut that part out then.
Okay.
Nope, I'm putting that in there.
Editorial privilege.
Yeah, right. I think. Well, let me take another sip. I think it's 90, but
I think I don't know. Maybe
I don't think so.
I think it's a little higher, but it drinks a little bit warmer than 90.
I don't know. Still tasty. That's a.
It's tasty.
Anything at this point in time is going to be doggone good.
I did recognize that my sips have to be smaller as I'm tasting this.
Yes, you have the same complaint that Dad has.
It's a good complaint.
Oh, we totally Maker's Mark your pours.
They
Now-
did give us some
Oh,
small pours.
Oh,
The tour was great. We've said this many times. The tour was great. Spill a little bit more in the glass there, bartender, right?
Yeah.
So this one's a lot
On
more.
the second.
The second one, a
Okay.
little bit more viscous. It looks like. I think there's a hot.
On the nose.
I'm getting some. What do you call it? The
bourbon.
No, the bourbon. Yes, bourbon. The alcohol.
The
smell.
ethanol.
The ethanol. Thank you. The ethanol. Yeah, I got a little bit of ethanol in there.
that could be antique.
Wrong again!
A little bit of fruit, a little bit of cinnamon. Of course, we've been wrong the whole time, but no.
Not from my memory of it.
Okay.
Meaning it's not antique, or you're saying that
From my memory, I would not put this as antique. From my memory, this, I don't know.
Yeah.
Which makes me-
There's not a whole lot lasting the ride, and from what I remember with antique went, here's something
That's
interesting,
fair. That's fair.
and it's going to ride all the way through, and it's going to give you this whole wave of stuff in between that
That's
keeps
fair.
coming and going. But there was that one note that hit all the way through to the end, which was different,
Yeah.
and is what made me love antique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
When has tasting bourbon been consistent every time?
No, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
But I will say this seems simple to me right now.
Fair enough.
This doesn't seem like it's got a whole lot going to it. I can't get much from the nose. I don't get a whole lot on the taste.
Yeah. Go back to the smell of this one.
Yeah.
But that emptied this out. It just, I got nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit more caramels on that one now that I go back to it. Let's try.
Like the flavor fell off
It did.
big time. Like,
Because based on my first sip, I would have.
that's crazy.
Yeah. I got some caramel right at the tip, and then some pepper at the very back. It's a little
Pepper on
small,
the back end.
Yeah.
But
but you're right. That's interesting.
it flattened it out, so it kind of makes it hard to go on a blind going back and forth between them.
But what I found is going back and forth with aroma has changed. Like,
Yeah.
The first time I go and I'm like, I don't smell it. And the second time I'm like, where was that? I missed that.
That's getting used to the ethanol.
Yeah.
Because the ethanol then gets out of the way and you start being able to find out all the.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah.
Now I am getting something more on this on the smell now that I've gone back to the second one. And there's more to it now that I've.
I'm just kind of stumped. I'm like, there's part of me that it, for both of these is a bit underwhelming. Which is weird because when you look at this list,
Yeah.
initially, there's not one of these that
They're both.
should be,
Yeah.
for the exception of Special Reserve. I'm not a fan of that one, but again, we're in blind country, so,
I don't dislike either of them,
But
yeah.
but my first taste of the first one was great.
It was,
Then we went to this one, and this one was flat to me. Like, it didn't have a whole lot going for it, But like you said, when we went back to the other one, it made that one flat too.
this one's proofier. There's much more. This one I still am going to stick by. I think that's a 90 proof. This one's got a little bit more proof. It's a little bit more viscous. It's got some more pepper. You've got some more oak tannins, in there, or leather tannins if you want it, however you want it. So if you like that, this is really good.
mhm.
I tend to go a little bit more on the fruit, on the caramel flavor, the sweeter side. But it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate that.
That's why you don't like rye.
Well, I mean, I like rye.
Well, but you prefer a bourbon.
but I
to
would
rye.
prefer a bourbon over a rye. So, and to be very honest with you, I'm kind of moving away from the wheateds a little bit. Where
What was the rye that was that's still in the blind?
Possibly. It was a rare breed rye.
Rare breed rye, because we didn't have the Jack Daniel's single barrel rye. We did. It was
No.
it was a rare breed rye. Yeah. So okay. Well, what's your vote?
Gonna go one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I like the proofiness of this, but I don't think, based off of the first initial taste, really, because everything dropped off after that. First taste gives it the number one.
No. This one's a little bit sweeter, and like I just said, I usually go that way. But I think I'm going to go with this one. I like the complexity of it. more so than this one. There's a little bit more to it, you know, with the pepper, the oak flavor. I like a more viscousy kind of bourbon. So
And that, I wonder if I'd have to have a cold if I would be going with that
you
one.
might, it very well might have, yeah. So
Yeah, all the things that affect the wines.
well,
Right.
we put you here for a reason. Tiebreaker time. Oh, I thought he was picking up that glass. It's like, you might just do that in spite of, right?
Excuse me, I'd like to return this jacket.
Certainly. May I ask why?
First bite.
I mean, it is definitely the more entertaining aspect.
You brought me on here for a reason, but you failed. It is that first sip. And
Yeah,
like
and that first sip
was a lot along the lines of something that I enjoy. I would be in. I'm waiting to see what that is. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the Wild Turkey Rye, because you're talking about how it's proofier. I give you guys grief all the time on the comments.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Yes.
Don't worry. I've been waiting for this for a while, so I'm gonna get on the comments and
So this is busted.
I'm sorry, and I'm here to eat crow.
well, there you go. So he still sucks. Still can't get, maybe we need Robert or John in here. That's what it comes down to. I mean, the one time we used Robert and we didn't need a tiebreaker.
You need to keep trying, keep trying, keep trying.
I'm surrounded by assholes. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot for tuning in to us. We're having a good time here. Thanks for showing up again.
Glad I could help out.
Yeah.
Right? It's for all bourbondom.
Thanks again. We'll catch you later, guys. See you. Bye.